So you'll take a piece of tape, rip off a piece, put it in the corner.
Why can not tell them what we're doing?
So then your glitter will go right there. You'll do both sides, but I'm just gonna do this one. And you'll probably have to do 2 layers of this, so you'll probably have to let it dry and then add another layer. And you want this the top part to kind of just be rounded and just look nice. Make sure it goes up and out. And sometimes I'll dab this too, like this. So then we'll let it dry, and then we'll add another layer. We'll pretend like it dried. Then after that, you can put your liquid eyeliner on the top and you just draw a line. You might want to practice this a few times before you actually do it. Once that all dries, and this, if she opens her eyes too fast, this wetness will go up to the top. You could do the eyebrows at this point if you want to. And I wouldn't put any of your foundation or anything on until after the eyes are done, because once you take this tape off, it's gonna pull foundation off. So we'll just pull this off, and then you should have this straight line right here. And sometimes, like, I might have to fix something. So maybe like out here doesn't have enough eyeliner, and I'll just kind of like lightly go over it. Then, oops. As long as this is all dry, she can open her eyes. Emery, open your eyes. Emery, you gotta look this way. And sometimes the kid will say like, oh, it burns a little bit, but it kind of like goes away. Or they'll say it's wet or whatever. Emery.
I'm doing them.
So then, oh, not this. You'll put on your pencil underneath, and you just do the best you can. A lot of the times I'll have Emery lay down, and I'll do this. Look up, babe. And you just kind of line it down there as best as you can. Baby, look up. Go see. Look up again. Let's put a little bit more down there. And you don't want this to look like a straight line. You want it to kind of look smudgy. Then after that, you just put on your mascara. And a lot of the times I'll have Emery lay down for this too. And I just kind of start like this, and I eventually have her open her eyes. I've done it a bunch of different ways. I would definitely practice this with your child if you've never put mascara on her. Open your eye, Emery. And then look up, baby. And then make sure you got a tiny bit down here too. But that's pretty much it. And then at this point, you would put on your foundation. You would, I don't have Emery's foundation right now because I have to buy a new one, but I use a beauty blender and I just like blend it all over her whole entire face. You want to make sure it goes down the neck so there's not that big stark line. After that, you would then set her face with the setting powder that I put on the list, and you just kind of like dab it all over their face. And then bronzer, you can use bronzer. I got the lightest one for Emery because she's just real pale, and you just kind of brush it in there and just put it on the cheek. You can put it up around the forehead. After that, you would then put your blush on. It goes right here on the cheek, and make sure your hand's a little bit heavy with this because we want it to show up at all the shows and on the big stage. You've got your highlight that goes right here on the upper cheek part. And sometimes I'll take my finger and I'll dabble some right here, and I'll put some on the inner corner of the eye. It just adds like a nice little sheen. And you could also do the nose if you want. It looks really pretty too. And then of course I would have already done her eyebrows. I use a pencil a lot of the time, and I put that on the list, and I'll just fill in her eyebrow because you don't want a whole face of makeup without eyebrows on. And then lipstick, and that's pretty much it. If anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer you. Just message me on the group me or wherever. If you're a junior or senior, you're wearing false lashes, so you don't have to put a whole lot of mascara on because the false lashes will essentially be your mascara. So that's it. Let's show them one more time.
Take out lipstick.